All right, good morning, everyone. Today, you guys are going to do investigation 9.3. We're going to do a video, and you're going to watch it in class, and then you should have some time to do some or work on your homework in class. Okay, so here we go. Today, we are going to learn about reflections. So just so we know, a reflection in a line M maps every point P in that plane to a point P prime, so that for every point, one of the following properties is true. That says, number one, if P is not on the line is a perpendicular bisector, the line segment going through P and P prime. What that means in the long term. If I have this line here, and P is right here, P prime is going to be down here, so that I can draw a line between the two. Bam. My lines aren't perfect. That should be a 90-degree angle. And they should be the same measurement going across. So obviously my drawing's perfect, as you can tell. Okay, no, it's not. But that's what should happen. The second part, if P is on M, then P is equal to P prime. Basically what that says is, if I draw them down here, we'll just change the lettering, Q, then Q prime is the same point. Okay, the exact same thing. So here we go. We're going to start doing our own reflections. We're going to start by doing horizontal and vertical lines. These are the easiest. When we get to slanted lines, we're only going to do the basic slanted. Those are a little bit more tougher. A little bit tougher, I should say. So here we go. We have the vertices of triangle ABC are at 1, 3, 5, 2, and 2, 1. So if I go through, just plot my points. Over 1, up 3, over 5, up 2, and over 2, up 1. And I'm just going to connect them with a line. And I'll get rid of that extra one. And just to make it a little bit easier. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Make the lines a little bit thinner if I can. All right, there we go. There's our triangle that we are going to reflect. And we're going to reflect it over the line x equals 3. Okay, so we're just going to draw a line at x equals 3. And I'm going to make it a green dotted one. So we know x equals 3 goes right here. And I'll make that one thinner. We'll leave that one nice and thick. All right, so what we know is that these points have to be perpendicular to each other. So this point up here at 2, or excuse me, up at 3, has to stay at 3. And because it's 2 from the line, it's going to be 2 from the line over here. Same thing at this point right down here. That's 2 up. It's got to be 2 up over here, and it's 2 from the line, so it's going to be 2 here. And this last point, the bottom point, because it's 1 up, it's going to be 1 up, and it's 1 away from the line, it's going to be 1 away from the line here. So then if I connect those with lines, my new image is just the reflection. Fix this line a little bit. There we go. Just a reflection. Okay. Notice this point. Oh, sorry, I got to put the marker back down. This point, same height, same distance away. This point, and this point, same height, same distance away. This point, same height, same distance away from the line. Here we go. We'll do another one like this. So we have vertices are the same vertices, same triangle. So we'll quick plot those. 1, 3, 5, 2, and 2, 1. Play a game of connect the dots quick. And I'm going to make those lines just a little bit skinnier. So here we go. Got them all nice and skinny there. We're going to reflect them over the line y equals 1. Well, y equals 1. We'll do the green line again. Right here, y equals 1. So it goes right across there. Move that down just a little bit. So we got one easy point. We got a point that's already on the line. That's this point right here. That's going to stay on the line. Then we got this point 1, 3. So it's over 1. It's going to stay same distance away. So over 1. So, and it's 2 up from the line. So we'll go 2 down. We got this last point over here at 5, 2. So we'll go over 5. And it's 1 away from the line. So we'll go 1 down from the line. And then we'll play a game of connect the dots. Oh, wrong line. I'm sorry. There we go. And again, we're going to have points that are matching up. Got this point, and you have this point. And then you got the same point right there that matches up. So that is our reflections in the horizontal and vertical lines. Remember, this line can go anywhere and reflect. Sometimes it'll be nice and easy like that one. This line here can go anywhere and reflect. And again, sometimes nice and easy, it's right in the middle of it. Now here we go. This is where things get a little bit tougher. Okay? We're going to graph over the line y equals x. So they want us to start with just the endpoints of fg. Those are at -1, 2. So -1 up 2 right there. And then 1, 2 right there. So that'd be my line. And we're going to reflect over this line. We'll do a maroon one here. Y equals x. Which, we think back, y equals x has a y-intercept of 0 and has a slope of 1. So we go through the origin, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, so on. Okay. Boy, this is where it gets tough. Okay, I've got to think about folding my paper in half. When I fold it in half, my line isn't going to look like that. It's actually going to look like that. It's going to look up and down. We've got to make sure we get it at the same place. So what we have, looking here, this point is kind of 1 up. So now when we fold it, it's actually going to be 1 over. So it's going to be over here. This point over here is 3 up. So it's actually going to be 3 over. And I can draw my line. Okay, pretty sloppy line. Let me try doing that again. It's going to be right there. So it's going to fold over, and they're going to be right on top of each other on the diagonal. This gets a little bit trickier. Okay, what makes it a little bit nicer is we'll give you some equations here. So here we go. First one. So if AB is reflected over the x-axis, all we do is we make the y value negative. So if I give you the point 5, 3, all that becomes is 5, -3. Okay, that's when we're reflecting over the x-axis. So the first one we did. Second one we did when we went over the y-axis, all we do is, if AB is reflected in the y-axis, it becomes -a, comma b. So this becomes, let's make a point 3, 2. This is going to become -3, 2. All we did is made a negative. Our next two, these are the little bit tougher ones. Okay, so here we go. If we're reflecting over the line, y equals x. Okay, so let's just make up a point. 5, that's 5, 3 again. Okay, so AB is reflected, then it becomes BA. All we do is we flip the letters or the numbers around. 3, 5. And finally, the toughest one is when we reflect over the line y equals -x. Okay, so AB is reflected in the line y equals -x. Excuse me. So we'll use 5, 3 again. A and B are going to flip, but we're also going to make them both negative. So 5, 3 is going to go to negative 3, negative 5. Be careful if for some reason we had this, negative 2, 3. When we flip them, this is going to become negative 3. And then we have that negative 2 that goes to the backside, but two negatives make a positive. Got to be careful. I will guarantee some of you guys are going to screw this up because it's easy to screw up. Okay, this is very easy to screw up. Okay, so here we go. We had the graph triangle ABC with vertices at A at 1, 3, B 4, 4, C 3, 1. And we're going to reflect it over y equals negative x, y equals x. So we're just going to go like this. Y equals negative x. Just remember, AB goes to negative B, negative A. And over here, y equals x. AB goes to B, A. We'll just double check that. Yep. Didn't want to make sure. I want to make sure I didn't switch them up on you. So all I'm going to do is come down here. I'm going to go, if A is at 1, 3, A prime is going to be at negative 3, negative 1. B is at 4, 4. And B prime, negative 4, negative 4. And if C is at 3, 1, C prime is going to be at negative 1, negative 3. So all we're going to do, we're going to plot these. We're going to do these ones in red, and we'll do these ones in green. So we have 1, 3, 4, 4. And we have 3, 1. Play connect the dots. And then our other one, we're going to have over here at negative 3, negative 1. And we have negative 4, negative 4, negative 1, negative 3. So that's reflection over the line y equals negative x. Now if we do y equals x, again our points are going to be the same. A is at 1, 3. So that means A prime will be at 3, 1. B is at 4, 4. So B prime is going to stay at 4, 4. And C is at 3, 1. C prime is now going to be at 1, 3. We'll do the original ones here in green. We'll do the reflection, in blue. So here we go. We're at 1, 3, 4, 4. Oop, didn't go over enough. 4, 4, and 3, 1. Play connect the dots. Then we'll do our other one, which will be at over 3, up 1. Then we'll be up here. And then we'll be right there. Same one. Alright, sorry about that. Had to sneeze for a second. So there we go. When we deal with the matrices, we only worry about flipping matrices over the x-axis, y-axis. Okay, these are going to be important ones to write down. And for our matrix, we'd have 1, 0, 0, negative 1. And for the y-axis, it's negative 1, 0, 0, 1. So let's go ahead and use these. So we have the vertices of triangle DEF are D at 1, 2, E at 3, 3, and F at 4, 0. We need to find the reflection of triangle DEF in the y-axis using matrix multiplication. So here we go. Y-axis is negative 1, 0, 0, 1. Then our other matrix is at 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4, 0. And just a quick reminder, let's just check. 2 by 2, 2 by 3. They match up. And our ending matrix is going to be a 2 by 3. Okay, so we know our answer is going to be a 2 by 3 matrix. So here we go. Do all the long step multiplication. Start out -1 times 1 plus 0 times 2. Then we have -1 times 3 plus 0 times 3. Then we're going to have -1 times 4 plus 0 times 0. On the bottom, we're going to have 0 times 1 plus 1 times 2. Then we're going to have 0 times 3 plus 1 times 3. Then we're going to have 0 times 4 plus 1 times 0. Close our bracket. Come down here a little bit more. Start doing the multiplication. Up here you get -1. Here you get -3. Here we get -4. Here we get 2. Here we get 3. Here we get 0. Okay. And if we remember, we reflected over the y-axis. And if we go back to look at the y-axis rule, all that did was switched the first value and kept the second. So we went AB went to -A, -B. So we just kind of checked that out quick. 1, 3, 4 became -1, -3, -4. And 2, 3, 0 stayed the same. Alright. Hopefully this video helped you out. If you need to go back, you talk to Mr. Erickson and he will rewind it, or you guys can rewind it to get the rules wrote down. You're going to need them wrote down. Okay, that'll be something I would let you use on your test. For tomorrow, I have some homework for you. Page 593, number 3 through 10, 13 through 14, or 13 and 14, not through 14. Taking a look at them. Number 3 through 10. Try to help you guys out a little bit. What you need to do is graph the reflection of the polygon on the given line. So you guys are only doing through 10, so you had 8 of them. I will have graph paper out for you. And then 13 and 14, you're going to do matrix multiplication over the x and the y axis. Just got 2 of them. That's all we're going to have you do. So hopefully you guys have a good weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.